PTSD stands for post-traumatic stress disorder, and a lot of people debate whether the disorder word should be on there or not. Again, I'm not a clinician or a doctor, so post-traumatic stress comes from the traumatic experiences that we witness or have to take part in overseas in our military operations, and how that can affect us throughout our transition from military back into the civilian mindset. I served with the 172nd Stryker Brigade Combat Team out of Fairbanks, Alaska. I was with 2nd Battalion, 1st Infantry Regiment. Ronnie, my assistance dog, was trained through the NEEDS Canine for Combat Veterans program out of Princeton, Massachusetts. I have a spine injury, so she can help me pick up a cane, turn lights on and off. If I drop my keys under the car in the city, she can pick them up. More importantly, Ronnie's training was to help me with my PTSD, whether it was anxiety going in and out of stores, going into large crowds, just a simple fact of having my companion 24 hours a day. It equates to me having that battle buddy in combat 24 hours a day. So she's been one of the biggest life-changing forms of treatment I've been able to receive since coming home. So I guess it all depends on your combat exposure, your level of resiliency. I think if you're a combat veteran, if you served in an intensive combat environment, you're going to have some level of transitional issues or stress from those traumatic events you deal with. I think we all cope with it differently, and we all access services differently. So what may help me transition through, or what may have affected me more than the person who was next to me, may not help the person down the road, or the next person suffering. It is, and I mean, when I started the job almost 6 years ago, the VA had their number of 18 veterans a day complete suicide. Most recently, they've released a new study where they come up with a number that 22 veterans a day complete suicide in our country. We were tasked by the Patrick Murray administration to decrease suicides and returning veterans. So when we first started the program, our whole goal was to go out there and promote the use of a crisis line, and also destigmatize mental health issues when we come back home from being in the combat environment. We built this team using all peers, all fellow veterans or family members of veterans who not only understand what the military is like, but also the difficulty of the transition. And we got out into the community to find those veterans who were suffering. We have over 400 benefits and services in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, from the federal, state, local to nonprofit level, that we can link these veterans up with. And a great way to go about that is through the massvetsadvisor.org website. So if there's any veterans, family members, or concerned community members that would like to contact the SAVE team of the Department of Veteran Services in Massachusetts for assistance with a veteran or a family member need, please feel free to contact us through the phone number 617-210-5743, and that'll connect you right to our program support specialist for the SAVE team.